sky, and kings shall deceive. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We'll fight, for kings, for Ragnarok. Drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. The sounds of arms, fierce morality. Nightfall, the rain, and the silence leads. We have come into the night, thunder, rage, and war a night. We have come into the night, thunder, rage, and war a night. We'll fight, for kings, for Ragnarok, sail war. Drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok, drinker up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla.
Opted to the cheaper plan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Valhalla Esports Season 4, Week 1. I'm joined tonight by Evbot, thank you for the prime, and Halfling.
Morning.
How you guys doing?
It's doing great.
It's been a good
And
morning.
You will receive directly your at least 30 days of love since you're on the cast with us.
Oh, I should hope that's the least.
And tonight we will be streaming the games between FFSFF15 and Night Raid Owls. How you guys feel about these two teams?
Yeah, I think.
You can
Yeah,
start.
go ahead.
Oh, okay, we got it. These are both two interesting teams for me. It's very evenly spread out. These are two teams that definitely should be towards the top end of the table at the end of the season. We've kind of we expect them to do that with kind of the players that we have, the notoriety that they have in the server and from past seasons. So I'm very excited to see kind of two expected powerhouses from the league kind of face off week 1 and see how it goes. It's always kind of a little disappointing to see a matchup like this early. Both teams maybe not have enough hot time to clean everything out, iron everything out, but maybe we get to see that rematch in playoffs. And if that's the case, this is a great kind of litmus test to see just how good these teams are from week 1.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. What about you,
Taking off
Smoothie?
what Halfway said, yeah.
Or
I
Evbot?
think that going through the list of players, there's quite a few people that everyone's going to recognize from previous seasons. So it's been really cool seeing them on a new team and kind of see how they adjust and some of these matchups we haven't really seen before.
Yeah, Bentage going with the strategy to steal away all the top laners, and then a lot of well-known names, though Shunpo had been MIA for a couple seasons. Glad to see him back on the side of Night Raid. And I know for the prediction vote, it was heavily swayed towards NRO. I think they had like 75%. So I'll have to see if FF15 are able to pull that upset or not. But with that, we can head towards draft for game number 1.
Kind of starting off pretty quickly with our pre-recorded draft. Both teams kind of very close to shake up anymore, but okay. Both teams doing pretty standard comps in terms of the meta right now. A little interesting drafts from FF15 here, trying to ban out some more of those consistent mid laners. Night Red Owls targeting that bot lane. Those two one tricks that or those two kind of like mains that FF15 has are pretty key. And the Gwen ban, the respect ban for the Mr. Kid Boo. Always
Not
interesting.
surprised.
Not surprised in the slightest. And Nocturne, a bunch of easy junglers, taking out a bunch of easy mid laners, very consistent champions taken out. So we'll get to see what we have viewing here. No shocker on the Morgana.
Nope, I'm not surprised at all. That Morgana, actually, I'm more surprised it didn't get banned than anything. This has been a staple for Vintage since his inception in this league. So
Interesting to see it through. We were actually talking about this, that this could be like one of the picks that might just mess up Night Raid Owl's comp, but Karma being picked out as a very strong champion will be interesting to see what they pair it with here coming up in a second.
yeah, Karma receiving a decent amount of nerfs this previous patch. I played a decent amount myself. It definitely does feel weaker, but still at this point, still a flex pick. So if they want to pull that into the Vintage mid, or if they want to hold that for support, well,
Janna.
that answers that.
Very quickly deciding where Karma's going, but Janna's pretty scary here to pick this early on. I guess 3 supports off the board, flexes, but we know where that Morgana's going. Janna, very hard counter into a lot of melee tanks, which is something that FF15 does specialize in, and Nautilus picked anyway.
Yeah, the Nautilus is definitely a weird pick. When you see that Janna, you kind of want to play back, play some poke champions, not really looking to engage because of the peel of Janna. So I think a little bit of a misstep for Night Raid Owls picking Janna so early, and then the second misstep picking Nautilus into it. So we'll see.
A little scary, but Tyson Nautilus double down is kind of one of the few things you can do as FF15 here is just kind of double down on the engage. And it's like, oh, I get hooked by, or I get a NATO'd on the way through. You know, you just, the Kaisa ult's coming too. Don't worry.
Keep going. And you have the Morgana Black Shield to also help peel for your either your engage or throw that like Kaisa when she goes in to make sure she doesn't get locked down. So
Yeah, Jinx kind of rounding out the comp from Night Raid Owls. Both teams kind of picking towards the bot side of the map with the mid laners, of course. Kaisa being able to squeak out into the poke is going to be very interesting to see. I don't know if FF15 is going to opt into that poke Kaisa build. It'll be very interesting to see. But Volibear banned out. A very consistent jungler, another consistent jungler banned out. High CC and Trinimir respect ban towards Mines. Mines likes taking that R5. So not very shocked to see some Mines champions here banned out. But J4, interestingly enough, FF15's top laner Smoothie actually plays J4 top, and it's a really strong pick, especially with Modern Eclipse. And Nasus is another counter pick, so we could be seeing some attack speed based champion here in the top lane, but Lilia picked up.
yep, we perfectly encapsulated that. We were talking about that J4 top pick. We've also seen the Zac pick up for Smoothie in that top lane. So one of those coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe even see that Zac coming out for him.
Zac would be a little detrimental though with Janna, but you can always run it and just come from creative angles. But Kane picked up here comfort and just comfort all across the board, which is perfectly fine for game 1, week 1. Kane has a spot in the solo queue meta, so it'll be interesting to see how he transitions.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going for this sort of dive comp, right? So, I mean, Zac does make sense from a theoretical. Yeah, I'm not surprised there at all. They have the Nautilus engage, they have the Zac engage. Janna can only do so much, so maybe if you pile enough onto him, not going to be appeal enough.
Yeah, Black Shield can shut down or can stop the NATO from one of your primary engages, so it's not the end of the worlds that Janna's been picked up. I'm very interested to see the Poppy locked in. What?
Wow.
That's going top, right? Because
That's definitely, yep.
Yeah, so the top lane Poppy's a good counter into Zac. You can stop the funny little jump that he has from lane bushes. So it'll be very interesting to see what these teams do. Both have kind of protect-esque comps. FF15 more leaning towards the dive, of course, but you're still protecting your Kai'Sa and Kayn with this Morgana with a Zac. But on the other hand, Night Raid Owls, full, just keep the Jinx alive. Let the puppy bark.
Yeah, if that Jinx ever goes down in the fight, it's going to be a tough climb back. We saw this even in our games on Sunday where we play this protect ADC comp. Sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't. So they're going to be on point with these disengages.
Yeah, something that's a little scary though for Night Raid Owls is how low early game Jinx damage is without hitting Zap. It's not a 100% reliable ability to land, especially with Janna. Usually you like to pick CC with the Jinx. You know, you'll get your Nautilus, you get your Lana, get your Alistar, and she can guarantee that Zap damage. And once you hit that, yeah, the champion's got great damage early, but you're missing that Zap and you're not landing your Chompers to guarantee more autos and space that Kai'Sa a little better. You're just going to get blown up by that Nautilus. He's just going to flash hook you, flash auto. They have so many options on the side of FF15 that I'm very interested to see how Night Raid Owls are going to be able to pull it out in the bot lane.
For sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, let me get this replay loaded up, and we'll get into game number 1.
But a quick, do we have any jungle experts here? Anyone want to quickly provide some opinions? I'm not too knowledgeable on that jungle matchup in the Kayn and Lilia. So if you have any ethereal jungle knowledge, you can drop it in the chat, please. It'll be very helpful. Otherwise, if anyone here has some, please enlighten me on this matchup.
Junglers hit jungle camps.
Junglers hit jungle camps. Good to know. Thank you for your insight, Mr. Hailstrom.
I will say,
see the game.
Comfort-wise, I mean, if you just look at specifically just the people piloting these champions, Gimbu's played Lilia so much as Lilia is feared. So, you know, if we want to take it that way, I say comfort-wise, I give the edge to Lilia, but I know I believe Salt, right? Salt has been spamming that Kayn. We've seen his matches here already, so I know he has definitely a great comfort on that champion.
Yeah, nothing too spicy that we see here. Can we click on Janna real quick? Need to go over something.
1 second.
Hailstrom? Okay. Janna has this very interesting level 1 that you can actually cheese out a bit with your W start. Not necessarily as high priority as the old Hobbs Janna used to run, where you go W and you just auto W, and then you just chunk someone at level 1 and no one could hook you. But you can't go that as much anymore, so it'll be very interesting to see what they do start. You can always go for the Q start, go for the really safe lane, but they are kind of doing a little piss trading here in topside. Both Wet Noodles,
this classic top lane fight,
classic top laner fist fight. Mine's opting for the grass for a little more trading. First day here in live chat. Hello, Mr. Cuddly. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Alright, now I'm back. You want me to click on Janna?
Yeah, check Janna. I want to see what she started. She did start W, so you can trade pretty early against this Kai'Sa Nautilus action if you dodge the hook. So it'll be very important to see if that does kind of show up here. And Nautilus did just walk up and auto. Gonna throw the hook there, so that's gonna be Janna locked up. Not gonna pop the Kai'Sa passive, so not a ton of damage. But this piss trading at the top lane, the Wet Noodle fight going in the favor of Poppy in the meantime. Both junglers opting to start Raptors into Reds, so very interesting. Interesting clears pathing towards the weak side right now.
So, weirdly enough, since they both start Raptors, they are actually going to both end up at the same side of the map, so it ends up not mattering too much with pathing wise, as long as both sides attract the junglers from doing that.
Yeah, both sides should have the information for that.
A little bit. They should, yeah. In theory, they should. I mean, those are fairly common starts. Kayn Raptor start, Lilia Raptor start. That's fairly common even in the solo queue environment. So.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Lilia here looking to see if something was developing topside. Nothing quite yet. Gonna take the back. This is something I've heard about doing. Heard a little rumbling of backing this early on jungle and just going into the camp. Kayn going for the invade, though, finding that blue buff. So they have all the information in the world that they need on this Lilia right now. She could try in vertical jungle, but since she has no info on this Kayn, she's just gonna find her buff gone.
Yeah, this is a great invade by Kayn. I think if he also knew what Lily was doing there, that's a perfect invade. Not enough vision to spot him out, so it's just going to be a free blue buff on the result.
And he's going to collect a couple souls here on this next wave pressure bot lane, but of course we must watch the wet noodle fight. Thank you, Riot Client, for not updating your spectator for the last 10 years. It's A-okay. Lilia walking bot side knows that she doesn't have a buff, but both junglers on even camps right now. He's the Kane here, collecting some stacks. The tornado just gonna force him out. Chomper's gonna land. Nothing out of the ordinary there. He got the orbs. Something interesting though with wait a second. This top fight's going on. Poppy's gonna be low. Pop the Zac passive. Maybe not gonna be able to kill him actually.
I don't know if she has the damage to do this.
No,
it's gonna be close.
Nah, not close enough.
Zac's
Zac
spawn.
just gonna pop out.
He might have damage
low
to her.
enough. Gonna flash into that. Find it. Flash from Zac though. So low. Poppy gonna finally get the kill onto Zac. Nice trading there from Mind's Desire though. Little dicey for a second. There is a way if you can auto all those Zac blobs once and land the Q. Looks like he was thinking about doing that, but opting just to kind of get the damage out in general. Still good. The TP from Zac just gonna get back to lane. Poppy finding the wave in. So no harm, no foul. Big CS lead and a solo kill for Minds.
Also
Yeah, I definitely want to see what
Also
build this
really
Poppy
nice
ends
for
up going
him that he
into.
got the tier as a starter item and still got that first blood.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, he's definitely down a little bit of health from that, not taking that Doran shield. I want to see what item he kind of goes into. It looks like he's still just kind of buying. Looks like he has a pickaxe, so I'm not sure if you go into an Eclipse or
Could be
what
Eclipse.
his plan.
I've been seeing that. I was making fun of a Poppy doing that in one of my games yesterday, so maybe this is something real, but Nautilus going to find the hook onto Janna. Janna not going to find the native. Chomper is going to land on Nautilus, but there's a fight top lane, so 2 fights, but it's Poppy running out from the top side. Nothing developed from either play. Janna just walking up, going for a little bit of more FU damage, as I like to call it. Saying, haha, you don't have hook, you can't do anything, and it just doesn't really matter, but the hook's gonna find on Jane again. No NATO once again, and that's gonna be a kill for Nautilus. Jinx, or Kaisa, my bad, gonna be able to pick up that kill onto Janna. The NATO finally coming out. Not gonna matter a whole lot, and a nice kill in that 2v2. In the meantime, though, topside's developing into something. We're gonna land the ult onto Poppy there. Stun's gonna find the root as well, but Poppy's just a little too low. The Assault getting chunked up by everything. No one is on the side of FF15, and now Zac is just caught in the middle of no man's land. He's gonna fall without that passive. Binding gonna go wide just barely. So that's gonna be the Salt and Vintage running out. Karma on the roam for mid lane, though, finding Morgana on that little random roam. Chopper is not gonna find this Kais in the bot lane, so it's just fighting everywhere.
Yeah, that was quite a split fight around those grubs. Zac going in there, more just kind of a disengage to try to get the other 2 out. Saw Benton still ended up falling anyways, so a little bit questionable,
Lands.
but
He doesn't have
just be another
flash.
kill.
Oh, that's
Yep.
another kill. Nice. Kibu finding that. Those invades are very risky, and this could turn out into something bad. Vintage looking like he's opting not to go for it, so just more damage onto this Zac. Already losing pretty hard in this top matchup. Resetting? Oh, his wave's screwed.
Oh yeah, this is already a tough matchup for Zac as it is. Usually this is played in the jungle where the Poppy's counterpicked to him in the jungle. Still effectively the same thing, pick top lane. Zac can just never go in with E or he's going to get blocked. So starting out behind, going 0-2 at this point in the game, it's going to be really hard for him to come back and even contest any of those waves.
Yeah, do we know if the Zac alt jumps get blocked by, or get grounded by Poppy W?
I don't think the jumps do. I think just his E does.
Just
Yeah.
the E does? Okay.
I mean, his E is telegraphed enough that you should be able to block that every time. But yeah, I wonder. Just Riot, you never really know until you see it. So
You don't know that's such a huge trading pattern from the Zac. There is technically a way for him to win this Poppy to dive though. Just go for a lot of damage thanks to that pickaxe buy there. Nothing else really developing, but FF15 finding this dragon though. Kanye, my bad, not Kane. On the bot side there, taking the dragon. Gonna be able to find it. Blue side picking up something else. Gonna find the hook onto Janna. Janna not finding the NATO once again. Getting chunked to half. The knockups though, gonna be found out. Kid Buu following up on this Lilia. Just gonna be able to trade with that movement speed from the passive there. Missing the sweet spot on the W. Seeing if she can trade out with his Nautilus there. Chomper's gonna go down. Nautilus gonna find the Chompers are gonna be found on the Nautilus. Nautilus is so low, but the Zap's gonna go wide on him. Nautilus walking out with his life and the dragon. So not that bad of a cross map play from FF15.
It was not too bad at all. Nautilus going in there. Probably didn't see the choppers go down, get CC'd by them, almost loses his life for it. But hey, they all got out, so that's probably a win in their boat.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty happy here. Kaisa still got the kill, still up farm. Wave's pushing a little away from her, so it's a little tragic, but it looks like NRO is going to be able to fix that for the Kaisa in the nicest way possible. But nothing... I mean, it's a pretty high kill towards top side, but I really need to see this Janna start landing some nados onto these Nautilus hooks, or otherwise this pick's kind of going into the dirt.
Yeah. I'm also looking towards this Kane pick. Looks like he is going to go towards blue Kane, at least based on his runes right now. One thing I don't know if he's on the patch notes, they took away the ability for him to use any Titanic items during his Q animation, which is a significant amount of damage that Kane's lose. So I'm not sure if he's going for that Profane Hydra. That's kind of the combo that most of them use. That's going to take away a lot of that damage. So we'll see if that's what he goes towards.
Jinx getting checked out the NATO, finally going to get used properly. So Jinx only losing half of her HP instead of her life there. That's that big Kaisa Nautilus combo that you guys just see constantly in solo queue. Finding success here is huge. Yeah,
I mean, it's all about... Nautilus can keep throwing hooks all day. You know, it only takes Janna to mess up once for this pick to kind of go down the floor, so...
We found out there's that ultimate, not using the ground, so it looks like it doesn't actually get blocked, but Kidbu's here. Gonna land a Poppy out, though. That's actually saving Smoothie there, so, you know, a little bit of a thank you towards this Lily trying to rectify that mistake, but Zach's just gonna make it back to lane A-okay.
Yeah, she wants that flashback. There's no way. There's a little bit of miscommunication from their side, but...
Advantage finding the chains onto Kidbu there. Gonna land the root as well. Nautilus gonna find the knockup, but here comes Shunpo. Shunpo gonna be a little weak, little low, not too much damage. Zach gonna be able to live. Kane trying to chase down that, but Karma has Ghost for some reason, and is just gonna run circles around this Kane. The binding gonna be found onto Kidbu. One more tick from the W would take him out. So close. From the Morgana, we're gonna use the Black Shield to be able to walk out just fine, and I just lost the little fidget that I have on the floor. No, we're also gonna add onto the Karma. Karma gonna get knocked up from the Nautilus ult. Not gonna matter. She's just so tanky. Doesn't have the Ghost anymore to run circles around everyone. That's just a whole lot of nothing. Jinx Rocket. There it is.
Close. Yeah, honestly, good support roams there. Both of them ended up at the grubs at the same time, so kind of a bit of net neutral, but we're going to see that the Salt and...
Do they know? They do not know.
4-15 are going to start these grubs up.
Fuck you, autos. My bad. Use the real word for that this time. Mine's getting...
Oof,
okay.
We're up to PG-13. Oh no.
We're allowed to use them here.
There's our one.
Okay, but KBJL gonna get really low. Poppy trying to kill him, but the Zach's gonna make the Poppy kiss the Janna. And that's gonna be Poppy getting so low, but those shields are just too much for Zach and Kane to be able to finish off the Poppy. Hidbu gonna flash over, and the Zolt's gonna fall to the Lilia burn. So that's flashes used by both junglers. Just before Dragon? Yeah, 1 minute before Dragon. So it'll be a little hard for this Kane to be able to get in and steal, but not the end of the word for Lilia. And a pretty good pickup, denial on those grubs from the side of NRO. So no 5 grubs, no little voidlings, and kind of no problems, honestly, if you're NRO.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with what's happening here. Your top side of the map is so fed at this point. It's going to be really hard for them to even get into the pit when these dragons start spawning, so...
These trades are getting worse, though, for Zach, so it's a little scary, and mine seems a little uncomfortable on the Poppy pick right now. But Kidbu back topside here to bail out the Poppy, messing up a couple more times. Zach might be able to find the kill. Not quite, though, and he's going to go to passive, and that's just over for him.
1 Q.
Yeah, the 1 Q. So sad. So close there, though, but Jinx ghosting on her way out, but gonna find... Nautilus is going to find the hook on her. Jinx. Jinx is so low, and the Kai's just going to finish off with the auto. Nautilus tanking that on the way out. The Salt trying to find something. He was trying to get some orbs there, but not quite. Just a little too slow.
I think one of the problems with Zach top against the Poppy is that not only can you not go in, if Poppy's on you, you also can't go out. So great for Kid Buu to recognize that. He's been top multiple times, getting his top on your head. And that's what the salary difference is too.
Oh my, we just missed that. Whoa, we just missed 2 of those.
Just 2.
Just 2 kills. No problem for NRO. 3 kills for NRO, no problem. Finding that Nautilus kind of in no man's land there. Poppy, in the meantime, both Karma just walked at Kane and used the just sheer amount of malignance damage and stupid amount of damage that Mantra Q does from Janna, along with just Poppy TPing bot at the same time and just getting a little bit of a single dingle there in the bot side onto Kaisa, I believe. I didn't even have time to pay attention to who was dying. So
yeah, I stand corrected on the card getting nerfed. It looks exactly the same to me on this in this game at least.
No, it's so ridiculous that they keep letting this champion squeeze through, man. I want to not play a game with Karma in it so badly. It's okay though.
Yeah, every season, if it's not mid or support, it's top, and that's even worse. So
maybe take it. It's kind of where it's supposed to be. Just kind of. Right now, though, it's about a 3k advantage in favor of the Night Raid Owls, though. They've got the 1 Cloud Dragon, so both teams at 1-to-1 dragons. I do like these kind of unique the unique dragons is what I call them, in favor of FF15. But the comp for NRO is just so much easier to pull off, in all honesty, for 4 of the 5 members of the side of NRO. You know, you just press your buttons on the Jinx or keep them off the Jinx, and it's really easy. And it's not that hard this game, honestly, and it's getting pretty dicey here if you're FF15 on how you're just going to get on top of this Jinx exactly.
yeah, and even then, if you do get on top of the Jinx, unfortunately, she's not even a threat this game. So your whole game plan of killing the Jinx doesn't really matter as much.
You're diving Lilia, man. Good luck.
Yeah,
He's got Ghost.
Pressure all, and yeah, and Karma has Ghost too. So
Oh yeah, the Karma has Ghost too. So bad.
sure,
One of them has
yeah.
fake Ghost, the other's got real Ghost. Ooh, movement speed's okay, guys.
Yeah,
We need more.
we're gonna see this. Kane still hasn't gotten transformation yet. I'd be curious to see how close he is.
So Shakti hesitated to do that.
Wow.
That eclipse damage is kind of nuts. Lilia there, finding a little bit of trick. Flashes used by Morgana, trying to find that stun onto the Karma. Karma not going to be stunned up though, missing the cube, but it's okay because Kid Buu's going to pick up that kill onto Kane. The stun from Poppy in the room from top lane is going to take down Ventage there in that little river fight. They're just too far behind to really be looking for this.
Yeah, they're just getting slapped at their wallets at this point. Any fight they take just seems like a losing fight from the beginning. They're really just going to have to slow this game down and try to play through their one advantage right now, which is the Kaisa. She is 2-1, you know, not as impressive when you look at the rest of the map, but it's still your only out at this point.
It's a start, and that's kind of where you need to look. You need to slow it down if you're F15. You need to find some sort of long-range pick with this Zac, with this Kane, but they just really haven't been doing that. They're contesting the standard objectives, and they lost a couple coin flips early, and now it doesn't matter that you're coin flipping. The enemy team just got the bigger wallet, as you said earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 4 for 15 still does have the objective lead, but you know, at what cost at this point?
It's a sad day. The objective bounty is that. I never know how those read. Does that mean that blue side gets objective bounties when they get it?
Ooh, on this one?
Yeah. I assume so.
I assume so. That's not how it should read, but I think that is how it is.
It is how it reads. The flash on the Poppy up though, gonna keep Smoothie alive. They're losing the tower in the meantime, top side. But that bot tower falling at the same time. A good cross map here from the side of FF15, the start of something new, as some may say.
Yeah, let's see. They need to start setting up vision for this dragon coming up here soon as well. I'm not sure. At this point, 4 for 15 should just sit back, give the next dragon, maybe the next 2, farm up, and try to get my money on some of these carries. We see the Cade still doesn't have a transformation yet. It's at 17 minutes. And it feels bad. You almost want to go red game at this point just to offer some more utility to the blue game because you're not going to be able to kill anybody.
Flash forward though, and also going to find the Karma here, lacking a mid lane, the shutdown for Kaisa. That's the start that they're looking for. They found that one pick. Maybe they're able to contest this dragon now. the Karma.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play mid lane. You found that one pick you needed. You got it onto your carry. That was perfectly executed.
Yeah, really well played, KB.
Something you can do if you're FF15, if you still really don't want to contest this dragon, is you can just kind of load a side of the map with a bunch of people and look for those objective bounties. So you can just load 2-3 topside and just, okay, we're just pushing this tower now, and you kind of have to force someone to respond. Now, if that Poppy's able to solo clear that wave with those 2 items, the plan's kind of screwed at that point, and that's kind of a product of the game being a little abnormal at this state, but that's always a plan that you can be looking for. But that bowling ball just going to go wide king when you get knocked up from that dragon. Stuck in pit for a second. I believe that canceled his umbral trespass. So.
There we
go. He's just over the wall, getting chunked out just a little bit. That Karma back on map, so nothing really used off that pick other than the gold. So nothing too shabby. Yeah, not terrible. Yeah. Poppy's walking down from topside right now. Zach kind of stuck there for a second, so this will be very interesting to see how and if FF15 is going to contest this dragon.
I do agree with you here. I think not contesting this is perfect if you want to load beside the map. You have objective bounties all over the map. It's fine to give this one, take something else somewhere else, and get some gold in your pocket.
It looks like they are deciding not to contest this vintage, kind of hanging around there. Maybe he's going to look for like a random W steal. Just looking for damage. He's done too. He's just picking up some farms. That's a complete withdrawal from FF15. Lines is either finding KB Jelly in the side here. The salt though here as well. Poppy gonna try and find that ult. Nautilus actually gonna cancel the ult though with his hook. So really well played, but not gonna find anything of that. Poppy is just too tanky with the Thimble.
Yeah, I want to point out that Kid Buu on 5-0 and 3 on that Lilia is now going towards that Frozen Heart second. So if you thought she was hard to kill before, it'll be almost impossible now.
Finding those chains though, both of them gonna get canceled out. Jinx forced to flash and ghost, and Dainty Taco just gonna find the NATO to move him out. So good-ish play. I don't know if Vintage had lethal there though, but still a good escape. Vintage finding the flash from Jinx. So I hope if we're the side of FF15 here, if we're just going to try and abuse that later.
Yeah, I know Excellence is sitting here crying at this game. 0-1-0 on this Jinx. 11 kills on his side of the map. It just feels bad from him. Even though he's doing everything right, everyone else is just so much further ahead than him. But if he comes out with the win at the end of the day, then I'm sure he'll say it's worth it.
His spot in the backpack is nice and warm.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll come out eventually, but for now it's nice and warm. He's toasty. He's getting a little CS gapped, but he's a little CS'd out right now. 40 advantage for this Kaisa. Now he's gonna find a hook on a Dainty Taco. Dainty Taco to force the flash. They know to keeping him off the salt. Getting chucked out by this Jinx. The rocket not going to be enough. Mines are going to be dashing forward onto the Kane, finding it. The Jinx all excited now. The knockoff going to land on 2 in the backside. Nothing. Now these Jinx rockets just aren't enough damage, and the Lilia's flow is going to be enough, and that's going to be Nautilus falling to the Poppy. Double kill for that Poppy. And Poppy, though, in the meantime, going to fall out. So 2 for 1 right now. Kaisa going to try and assassinate. Maybe find this W. The ults forward and the flashies just to get her out of danger. Vintage trying to be able to live the root. Gonna find Kid Buu. Nice. Oh, yeah, but we have to and there's Smoothie finding the backside. It's just Jinx here alone on her own. No knockup quite yet. It's going to be up in a couple seconds. That should be Excellence falling. No flash as earlier. So he's crying right now in his spot in the backpack, getting a little colder.
If there was a way back in this game, it was not through 4-15 winning. It was NRL throwing, and I think they might have just done that. That was a lot of shutdowns going over, and if you take a look where they all went, right onto the Kaisa. So she is getting large. It's going to take a lot to get on her now.
Right.
Large and in charge. Can we see the gold for a second?
It hasn't been working. It did work. Hooray.
It did work. Yippee.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
Oh my. That is a little bit of gold.
Now Covert has the backpack.
Covert is the man wearing the backpack right now. Everyone's sitting in the pocket nice and warm, especially this Kane. Not a great game for Kane, but it's okay. He's doing his job. He found whatever he needed to find. Not quite in form, so he can't do his job just yet. Feels so good, as the Salt says here in chat. Getting caught up by this, the bowling ball from Lilia just slowed. Finding this all, just honestly probably genning orbs at this point is all he really wants. So gonna get onto this wall, the Lily Seek gonna be killing him there.
Yeah, I think we've all had these King games before. Anyone who's at least played them that once or twice, where you're sitting here, it's almost 25 minutes, you don't have your transformation, but hey, what can you do but try to get more? So
O10 power spike gaming.
the O10 power spike.
Yeah, we're shooting for it at this point. He'll at least get form at that point. Kabiana giving the land onto 2 in the backside. 2 knock-up onto 2s there. Another knock-up onto 2 from Smoothie. They're not finding anyone, just a bunch of abilities thrown out with no meaning.
Yeah.
Finds... That's actually a pretty big chunk.
Yeah, Benton is putting out the damage.
He's got so
Obviously,
much damage.
we have everyone's pretty much gone against it at least once in those. He can pilot the champion, and he can do it effectively. So,
Oh, he's gonna stop that back from Poppy. Just gonna walk it out though. That Poppy W is so good. Zach gonna just miss the W, and then Hook just going wide. It's these damn Yordle champions. They're so fast. He's gonna make it out though.
Thank you, Smoothie, for the
going
sub.
wide.
We will give you our 30 days of love at least.
at least.
He's Dragon coming up in 20 seconds though. Putting this Poppy off, she doesn't have TP, so she's just gonna have to run back. This is all Zach coming off a reset now. Terminus finished for this Kai'Sa. This Kai'Sa is formed 24 minutes. I'm still crying. Well, we have it at least, so we can start to do something. I hope you can assassinate this Jinx in this next team fight coming up here, because I feel like that's kind of what you need to do right now, is just get this Jinx out of fight. She isn't the one dealing damage, but you just need to pull her out. Legendary.
I feel like it's bold to still go blue farm when you could farm this late.
That is the exact attitude that you need here if you're this Kane, though. Kibidoli walking forward, gonna get spelled on those jumpers, and does Zap finding this knockup onto the back line. And that's gonna be Kai'Sa dashing forward. The General just gonna push her out, and that's just the fight. This all finally finding this Jinx. Kai'Sa just walking into the exhaust, gonna be able to get her away just for now. And this Poppy tanking up so much damage, though. The knockups from Zach gonna finally take out Kibidoli, gonna find that slow and that drowsy onto the Nautilus, but that's Vantage taking down the Kid Buu. Oh, Nautilus Assault's just gonna, that's so toxic. Nautilus Assault's gonna finish off Kid Buu there in the Lily, and that's Dragon for FF15.
Definitely didn't need that at any point during the fight.
No, definitely not. Not the peel first carry. No way.
No, we don't do that. Report not griefing. Indeed. I'm so shocked Kai'Sa lived there. Honestly, what happened?
I saw that the Kai'Sa Covert Panda did go in quite early off of the Zac engage, and I was very concerned she was going to get chased down there, but she was able to just move at speed out. I had 3 people chasing her, and next thing you know, she's back in the fight and finishing the rest of them off. So just really well played and manipulated by 4for15 in that fight. Execution-wise, it was a great engage by Smoothie coming off that Zac, and that really set up that entire play.
Really good knockup, kind of putting everyone into the bouncy castle, and that's Kai'Sa just pulling ahead even more on gold, picking up that null magic mantle now, getting a little annoyed by that karma and Lilia damage. So
yeah, I don't think she actually picked up any kills that fight, so
no,
not going to be going. She might be going towards Wit's End. Based on what I'm looking at their comp, it's probably Wit's End.
Yeah,
but it could be
smart. Jack should be just really funny. That's like the solidified, like, I'm 10k ahead, I'm ahead of your enemy 80 carry. All I need to do is just live. And I feel like
Yasion.
Yeah, the Yasion angle where you just build tank because you already deal enough damage. That could be the way. But I do see the Wit's End more commonly. I think we finally play, so maybe we'll see what that turns into. Just both teams kind of leaning towards this Baron, trying to figure out what's going on, feel each other out. Mid laners doing their thing in the bot lane, clearing waves.
So I'm still kind of
here.
Get out.
He's kind of just waddling around
dead.
there. He's just dead. You want to cast that? What are we doing there, my friend? We're just a little lost right now, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Vintage getting poked down by Shumpo, and that's not even Ghost, man. That's a crime. That's a crime. Bro, what is karma?
Well,
it's fine.
Say 4-15 can win the team fights, but the solo fights are not going as great. So
I think they just got a little bored there, probably overestimating their their lead just by a little bit. Thor kind of getting zoned off by Mines. That's going to be Zeki going wide. The knockup going wide as the knockup onto 2 as Mines going to be able to assassinate the Kaisa, getting finished off by Jinx, and that's just Smoothie walking it out. They did peel off the Baron though, but I don't think that stopped them. Kane trying to find something, just a little bit of poke with those W's over the wall.
Yeah, I think Excellence just got more gold he's gotten this entire game in that one kill on Kaisa, so
He got the shutdown.
he is going to be building his second item.
TP from benches there on the backside, just barely on that dive onto Kid Buu, and that's going to be the Poppy blocking that hook for Kid Buu. They do have Knowledge, but he's still going to throw on the Poppy's healing, and now it's going to be Zach getting caught up by the Poppy. Not enough damage from the side of FF15 though, but that's going to be Janna falling to Smoothie. So the Kaisa's, or Jinx is going to get excited. They're chasing down the Salt in mid.
He might have just cut out.
Oh. Well, we'll pick it up for him until his mic gets figured out. NRO taking the Baron fight, trying to start it back up. Bent is still in the area with that Morgana, trying to poke him down, and Kaisa's walking back.
Interesting TP play there. Obviously, it was a pretty good fight. They were able to turn it back, and they're on Baron for the 3rd time. See if they can actually go for it this time. They're going to turn again. Their health bars are low. Here.
Flashing away from the hammer while you have the Black Shield on, but Kaisa will clean
up. Wow.
Yeah,
shutdown's going over to the Kaisa. That
and
was just...
able to keep the Baron up, looking like gonna get that as well. Shunto's trying to snipe it over the wall, won't get it quite in time.
Able to get it. Yeah, I really like to have seen a reset there from NRO. I feel like they were trying to force that Baron for that 3rd time. Their health bars are just so low. Kaisa just kind of walked in and autoed them twice and called it a day. Able to clean up that fight, and once again, NRO just kind of letting 4-15 back into this game with more shutdowns.
Right, like it was really nice. They finally got that shutdown for Jinx, so Excellence can get some money, but then they just overstay, don't spend their gold, and they end up dying again.
Yeah, and we talked about at the beginning, this is the protect the Jinx comp, everything else is secondary, and that topside map got ahead, but at the end of the day, the Jinx just was not in a good position to help carry these fights.
Right. But looking like they're gonna fight over this dragon about to spawn, so we'll see how this team fight goes for them. Still very important for NRO to take out this Kaisa. Covert's huge, but we'll have to see if they can get on her for these fights.
Good tornado down. See if they can make an engage off of that. Mine goes in.
Jumping on benches. 3-man knockup. Nautilus CCing the Lilia as Smoothie jumps in. Ult gets a 4-man, almost 5-man knockup. They're jumping through. Take out 3. It's only Karma and Janna remaining as the dragon will fall to FF15.
Yeah, Smoothie is just insane on these Zac engages. I'm really looking to see Mine sit back and kind of play Peel at this point. I think him going in there just doesn't really offer much for the team. If he has that W up, he can stop those Zac engages and really turn a team fight for himself. So
yeah, there's so much counter engage for FF15. Whenever he goes in, they just get engaged on anyways.
Yeah, and Janna just doesn't have enough utility in the belt to peel for everything in this situation.
Right.
Hey,
oh,
hello?
welcome back, Halfling.
Welcome back.
Don't worry, I covered the play-by-play quickly, but pick it back up once you see.
My roommate could not understand that when the power box is labeled 1, 2, that when you have rooms A and B, those are 1 and C and D are 2.
Ah, classic.
That's okay. Classic. Engineer, modern. Thank you, modern engineers of America.
Oh, you're welcome.
So just to catch you up,
Okay.
4-15 had a great engage. Smoothie again on the Zac, takes out most of NRO with a great engage, and they were able to secure a 3rd dragon. So 4-15 still calling their way back.
Yeah, it looks like just the team fights. It was the wits end though. Good call on that.
Yeah.
But it just feels like that the team fighting prowess from 4-15 is just so much stronger. Even though I feel like NRO just has a better team fight, they seem to just not be putting themselves in the right spots. They're kind of forgetting that Zac likes to be in the jungle a lot more than they do, and they're just kind of giving that to him. So they need to definitely move out, unless they fought an open lane, and I just have no clue what I'm talking about. But
no, it was in the jungle. I think
Yeah.
you called out exactly what I said, where at this point Poppy needs to just play Peel, sit back, wait for that Zac to come in and block with the W. That way he can't do what he's been trying to do. But that's exactly what happened. He came out of Fog of War and
even if Jenna ult for that too. That's kind of
execution at this point. Yep.
Yeah, hit him with the. We gotta lock in, boys, and just lock in and make sure to land those W's there. But for now, we'll see how these play out later on in the game. Was Baron taken at all? Looks like it was.
Yeah, it's a back and forth fight where you fell out of the call.
Awesome.
FF15 got it. After NRO had won a pretty good team fight, but then they went for the Baron again, and Morg was there along with Kaisa spawning and walking back, and then Kaisa got like a 3-kill cleanup in the Baron.
I'm quite sad I missed that.
Yeah,
Quite
there was
sad.
definitely just an overstay at their point, but yeah, you live and you learn.
Live and learn. But nothing happening right now. There's nothing really in the map. This is peak garbage time. So
Well, I can call it Blitz also said thank you because he's also an engineer along with me.
Oh.
Awesome.
Throw shade.
Here, there's the Poppy W.
There's the block. Thank you. Good dodge.
Dodging everything, getting those fancy feet. Nice in practice there from Mines there, dodging all those skill shots, dodging that dive, and that's going to be NRO pushing down this mid lane.
I don't know what you think about this Lilia build so far. It feels to me that they were lacking quite a bit of damage, and going more into a tank Lilia build just doesn't seem to be the answer. She seems to be like the tank buster that she needs to be, and it doesn't seem like she's offering that.
No, I guess like your only tank is Zac, but on the enemy team. But at the same time, I feel like you're so tanky, and your sole AP item being Riftmaker is such a like depressing thing. It feels like,
Especially when
just lack
Leandries and stuff are just so effective on her.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll see it come into fruition. Maybe when that come on, you could think of the item when that Zhonya's comes online, they'll be able to find it. So maybe they're gonna find Dainty Toggle here on the red side, but not going onto them, respecting that NATO. I feel like you just go for that 50-50 though, just in case. You just send it. It's like, oh well, we're in our element, but it's okay. Practicing a little bit of patience just before the soul. 40 seconds on spawn. FF15 has demonstrated that they win these team fights in the jungle, so all they need to really do is control that blue side, and that pink ward's really the only thing keeping them from doing that. But NRO staying together, playing the buddy system.
Yeah, they have first move. Let's see if Assault can peel for this fight here.
Trying to peel. Salt should be looking for a little bit of signing. Poppy gonna pop that Edge of Night though, so not as free of a way into these fights now. Not a Smoothie though on these on the side. Finally, a Warrior gonna be able to spot him out. So NRO's just tiptoeing around this jungle. They're just so scared of literally everything. And also getting that black shield, and the boot's gonna land just a little bit of poke damage. And they're poking with the Nautilus out there, gonna land onto Kid Buu, and that's finally gonna be Smoothie going into this team fight, gonna keep everyone's under the Janal can push him away, and we're still watching that, and that's gonna be Kaisa jumping to the back line, not gonna find out enough damage. They're finally getting peeled out, stalling this Kaisa damage. It's the Covert Panda falling, not quite yet. It's gonna be the cleanse. I saw a cleanse. Everything's so blurry for me. But Kaisa gonna be falling for KB Jelly. KB Jelly just barely making it out. Kid Buu a little low, but it's gonna be forced to kiss his top laner there. That's gonna be Zac falling into the blobs. Could die as stun landing onto Vengeance there, but it's not dead yet. Missing that Q though again. They're all so low. This is just like a back and forth fight. That's gonna be KB Jelly falling though, being found by that Poppy knockup or Poppy root.
Wow.
What's going on? I don't like Zac.
He just healed so much
He
for
just
no
healed
reason.
so much. He
I
just
think he
healed,
walked
like,
over
3
one
HP bars.
blob.
Just gotta pick up the blobs.
I'm like, he's gonna die, doesn't die. He's gonna die, doesn't die. It's like, what do I do, man?
Yeah, it looks like the only anti-heal on the side of NRO is just that Oblivion Orb for the Karma pickup, but I think she was dead for at least that part, so full heal off that Zac blob, and he's just back in the fight.
Just gonna try out this dragon. They do have Kane fast on the way back, but Vintage gonna be just caught out. by the Jinx there. Getting excited though, hitting killed by the Morgana Vine.
Feels bad.
feels so bad, just stuck in the chair, watching as it happens. Their Minds are going to be engaging onto Coverban. Coverban does have GA complete, so it's not too much going to get knocked out though by the Poppy ult. Now the Salt stuck out in here. Poppy just going to pop that Edge of Night again. Lilia up now, not back yet. Using those Hectate flows to get in. Zach's going to get rooted by, or grounded by the Poppy W. That's going to be Kai'Sa engaging off the Nautilus ult there, chunking out and killing the Jenna, knocking out that Kai'Sa from the fight. This ult going to be ulting onto Lilia. Lilia just getting a little too low, but the GA is going to be perfect for keeping that Kai'Sa alive. Minds that are able to pop it, but that Karma just destroying all of FF15 there, but Kane in the meantime finishing out the dragon. Could have failed the Q over the wall.
These fights are just so scrappy. It's really hard to tell who's winning. There's so many heals and shields. And
right.
So many
Mine's
Ks.
is trying to steal back that backpack from Covert right now, so it's for my team.
Yeah, Covert is just ultra aggressive, and it is paying off for now. I don't think it's fucking fair enough.
Covert, Kane, Kai'Sa, Karma. God damn it. It's so hard to say. In the meantime, though, Jinx just taken down by Bentage once again, reminding everyone that this champion does in fact do damage. And Karma going to be able to just barely live thanks to the Zanya's Hourglass.
That was a great Zanya's there. He definitely would have fallen. Had good heads up play on Bentage trying to hit that W onto him, but fortunately just wasn't enough.
Did stop the Baron in the meantime, though. I feel like that's pretty worth. Didn't blow flash, didn't lose anything, got the kill. 1 for 1, drop Baron. That's pretty good in my book.
Yep, Bentage special once again. Yeah, he's quite a aggressive warrior on the build as well. So.
Kara pointed out, apparently at some point in the last 2 team fights ago, Jinx dodged her own teammate's bowling ball. I do that all the time. When you get so zoned in, you just start dodging everything, and it's like, oh, I didn't need to dodge it. Like, you dodge your own Ezreal ults, dodge your own Jinx rockets. It's so sad.
The worst is if you flash because you're that scared. You're like, I have 0 health, and here comes a Jinx rocket, flash, and then.
That's your own. I think that's on purpose at that point.
Yeah, at that point.
At that point, your Jinx is inting you. Blame them. Blame the AD carry. Just keep doing it.
As always.
It's free. It comes with playing League of Legends. You can blame AD carry. It's pretty fun. I like doing it.
I enjoy playing jungle now that I'm not jungle, so.
True.
Another one converted.
Yeah, so.
Cannon. Minus 90.
At this point, I think she is full build, so I'm not sure if she even needs to
minus
go.
90.
Oh, really? Was it good?
Missed cannon. No. Baron started though just melted by the Kai'Sa. Lily just seeing it play this fight. You're kind of just hoping that Lilybrand's going to be enough there. Everyone walking out. Everyone from FF15 though. Baby Jelly trying to find a hook regardless there. A little dicey. Dodging that Lily bowling ball, getting out. Now this Kai'Sa poke starting to come online. Even though we didn't go the poke build, it's still okay.
Yeah, does she have enough? She doesn't, does she?
She doesn't have any AP, no.
No, yeah, you're right.
Just
I didn't know if Rage Blade gave you
W's.
enough, but still, with the Hextech Soul, they do a lot of damage, so.
It still hurts, it's still damage. Get that Hextech proc on it. Something more than nothing.
Yeah, I'd like to see them just 5-man and just take it down mid, try to get that in him before Elder comes up, and then retreat back, get vision set down, and try to get that and end the game.
Yeah, I think it was really big, even though some of those dragon fights were going NRO's way. Salt was still able to secure that soul for them. Hextech is so good. That is huge with this game going so late for FF15.
Yeah, they've stayed in this game off of some really good Zac engages and some really good dives from the Kai'Sa and Nautilus. And NRO in the same case has been able to kind of stay caught up. They're only 3k down, and they've stayed 3k down since that first really disastrous fight that they had so long ago. So still both teams, this is either team's game to win, and just some tiny little mistake might just be the end of it. So both teams going to be playing really cautiously right now, looking for that top lane tier 2.
Right.
It might be.
Like if you lose the team fight
Oh,
too
that
hard, you're
was
just gonna lose the game.
Karma W just casually half HP in Karma here. It's okay, but Minds are going to find that stun onto Morgana, but not going to have the actually going to be blocking that Poppy ult now, and this just poke from the Hex tech is just starting to add up now. Minds are just casually chilling in the enemy team. Then just trying to find that stun onto Kid Buu though. In the meantime, Excellence being caught up by something. I'm assuming Nautilus. No, not even Nautilus.
I think it was Smoothie. Zach jumped on.
I just missed it. They're just going for it. It's not even the wall. It's the team fight comp from FF15 here though. Gonna be most likely ending out this game. There is a way for Karma to be able to wave clear here, but quite rare that we're gonna see it. So this should be the game going to FF15 at this point.
Yeah, with these Baroned up minions, this should just be the game. A little bit of a weird fight taking that jungle. They really didn't need to do that. They could have just waited it out, maybe try to get a steal on the Elder and play from there, but they took the fight, didn't go their way, and
yeah, Poppy kind of feeling a little invincible here, especially from that early game play. Karma's hunking everyone out, but that's gonna be game for FF15 and 1-0 for the side of them.
Yeah, really well played for them to come back in that game. I think when we were looking at it, especially about that 10-15 minute mark, it looked almost doomed, but they were able to crawl their way back, make it a couple of great team fights. The goal window to the Kai'Sa is exactly where they needed to be, and they did what they needed to do down that game. So
that's right.
Yeah, are we able to check out the damage on that real quick?
No, it doesn't give me that, unfortunately.
Doesn't give you that, man. Like you can't click the overview. This is just a screenshot, isn't it?
it is a screenshot.
Ugh, so sad. But I imagine it's just a giant bar for Bentage, and then like half a step down, it's Covert Panda, and then it's just off the cliff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We're off the cliff for sure. But a really good game from the carries on the side of FF15, and a good job on the early game from Mindsiren, Kid Buu, and Shinigami, keeping themselves in the game for longer. Just not quite able to transition enough. Mines did most damage, I believe. I could believe that with how Poppy works, and
especially with that trading in the top
yeah,
lane. I think
that
they were
early game
constantly fighting. Yeah, so
just the
I
white
would
noodle
not be
fight.
surprised.
Still, I'm excited to see kind of what adaptations Night Raid Owls makes to their draft. It seemed like everything was okay in the early game. It's just that transition point and getting that gold onto the Jinx and getting that peel onto the Jinx wasn't ideal. And by the time they kind of figured out how to do that, too late. And that team fight comp from FF15 came online.
For sure. You guys still good? Want to roll into game 2 or need any kind of quick break?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, good to go.
All right, then I have the draft for game number 2 ready to go. See what these change-ups from NRO are. See if they can't bring us to game number 3. But here we go for draft number 2.
Oh, so Night Raid Owls losing, opting to stay on that red side, keep that counter pick for top lane. Nothing changing quite yet on these bans. Ebbot, do you have any changes that you thought you had in mind?
Yeah, I think between Shumpo and Mind's Desire, I want to see one of them on a carry. There's a lot of salary in both those lanes, and seeing them on even though Karma does dish out a lot of damage, putting him on something that can carry a little bit harder, even though Poppy did a lot of damage.
Can't pick
Karma. I got banned. Yeah, well, all right, that solved the problem for them.
solve one of the problems, and Zach also banned, though. Maybe a little bit of a salt ban there, though. They're like, you guys took the Karma, damn you.
But
Morgana's still open for Bentage, though.
Yeah, I mean, and we saw, even though Bentage didn't have the greatest storyline, he did what he needed to do, pumped out that damage, was hitting Qs all over the place. So, once again, still surprised it didn't get banned, but he's going to pick it, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm wondering what they're going to pick. Bel'Veth.
That's a hard pivot from last game, and I like it. Yeah, they definitely need more than just a Jinx. Like I said, the Jinx didn't get ahead, so their team comp just kind of fell apart at the end. So it's good to have another carry coming into this game.
Smoothie told us the damage. Poppy
Morgana,
Morg
Karma,
Karma.
Kaisa. Interesting to see Braum, though, picked up for Night Raid Owls. So a dive comp and the Kaisa Nautilus still up. We saw FF15 play it really well. And Braum blind, not to toot my own horn here as an Ultra Lords player, but that was a very classic Ultra Lords pick of Braum R/B2. And maybe a little bit play like I'm joking. Braum is a great pick here. In terms of kind of just a prediction, you know melee champions are going to get picked and Senna locked in, so that could be Senna Tom that we might be seeing.
Yeah, I mean, Braum just does so well in these engaged comps, so like a Kaizenado was, in theory, would be hard countered by that, but
Senna Lilia locked in instead. Kind of a little
interesting.
all over the place right now.
Yeah, we get to see the Lily on the other side of the map this time. 415 decided to pick that one up away from Kid Buu. So let's see, maybe Kid Buu picks. Well, he's got his Belveth, so
Early or bot lane,
Ash
baby.
from. Yep, I like it. Makes sense. That's going to be a hard lane for the Senna to operate, depending on where she goes. If she's ended up, I know ADC is really popular right now for Senna, but if she ends up going support,
She did get nerfed out of the farming ADC, so maybe
okay.
it's covert taking that fasting and having KB farm on something. You can still farm on the Nautilus. We do see Tom Kench banned here from NRO, so good kind of respect bans, understanding that it doesn't matter how well we're going to be able to play this game with the Braum Ash. This has got to go. Respect ban on the J4 top. It is really hard to counter, and another Nasus ban for FF15. Trying to counter, trying to keep those attack range champions, but Yone blind. This
Ooh.
can be flexed.
That can be a flex, yeah. There's no way Mines doesn't have this champion at least sort of mastered. They definitely take that. Let's see what the counters are going to be here.
Be very interesting to see the counters. I know in mid lane you can go things like Syndra into it, and Rammus locked in. We do see 380 carries for Night Raid.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Rammus,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, not surprised about that pick of all. Great read from 415, seeing the comp. Definitely gonna have to pick an AP carry coming in this fifth slot for Night Raid Owls, though.
It'll be
Salt just wanted to be able to be online before he had to get his form at like 25 minutes again.
He wanted to do no work to be able to spike. It's okay. He's got spikes on him. Urgot locked in though. A decent blind. He has some really polarizing matchups. I wonder if Alawi's going to get picked up here by Night Raid Owls, but Rumble is another pocket pick for Mines. It's actually really strong in Urgot.
Okay.
So that brings Yone into mid lane, and Rumble's a great response into Rammus. I do like this. However, is that Rammus support? That's because
that's
now
a
we have
great question.
Because now we have, it has to be Rammus support here, but now we have Rammus Senna bot. You may never know, but
until we go in the game.
Against an Ash Braum, that Rammus should not be able to farm, but
he's not having a lot of fun. Well, you don't want your Senna farming either.
That's true.
So this will be very interesting to see how they pilot, unless they bring, like, I'm gonna cook here.
Okay,
I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to cook.
All right,
put the Morgana. I know we take Bentage off of our Morgana. Doesn't matter how well he played it last game. Doesn't matter if there's one trick.
I think it's
we
too
don't
spicy.
care. No. We put the Morgana support, and we have the Senna Morg, and we have the Morgana farm. We cooked a little hard, says KB. And then the Rammus goes. The Rammus follows Yone, so that means he's going mid lane or got top. It's okay. Whatever. There's nothing. That's completely wrong, I know. But that would be really funny. And of course, it's Senna Lilia. We could move the Lilia mid lane and remove the Rammus jungle. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, no, I'm cooking absolute dog shit. It's okay, guys.
That's where you cook it too much and you burn it, like they talked about on the first stream.
Yeah, no, I have completely burned my meal, but it's okay. You can just scrape off the carbon, and there might be bread underneath that burnt toast.
Then you have perfectly toasted toast.
You have perfectly toasted toast.
All right, let's get into this one. Jump into game number 2.
I think regardless, I do like the way NRO just transitioned from their previous game. Instead of playing this protect ADC, I think their identity is more split based on at least salary wise. I know their bot lane is definitely undersalaried compared to some of the other lanes. So very good. Put them on carry, see what they can do. Individual performances, like we see you won out last game. So
This screams someone's gonna pop off, and it's one of you four. Figure it out. And honestly, I vibe with it.
And it's not gonna be me.
And it's not gonna be me, says Dainty Taco.
Yep, so that's Senna, Rammus, bot lane.
It's gonna be Fasting Senna too.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Fasting Senna. All right, I
So
guarantee you they
fun,
have not
yay.
practiced this one,
Rammus.
but
Good news. Mine is my dad, says Deity. Thank you, Mr. Deity, for the tier 1, currently on a 10-month streak.
Ooh.
We may like you for 30 more days.
You'll get at
Not a
least
guarantee.
30 days of
Might be
love.
29.
Maybe
We
29,
did
depending on the
not
month.
practice it.
At least.
Good to hear the
did
insight.
indeed not practice.
From the salt. God, I don't even know how this is gonna go. I'm like trying to think about how this is gonna go, and I just have no clue, bro.
I mean, I guess
What do you
anytime
do?
Rammus gets traded on, you
Think
just
that
press
the-
W.
It's a
and then you
guarantee
just...
from me, Deity. You got it.
We're talking practice.
The
Thank you,
bold of me
Critic.
to assume that someone else actually practiced in general, let alone the Rammus
I'm a
bot pick, but-
freelancer. I don't have to guarantee anything. I could disappear tomorrow. Probably won't. Probably be here next week. Who knows?
But I could.
I could.
Coplinger's not scrapping this time.
No, they're not even
Or got
dancing in
just,
front of each other. It's so sad.
Smooth
Dancing in
wanted
the
to
bush.
dance, but was afraid to get poked up.
First
There
off,
it is.
First off, F tier skin game from Smoothie here. Playing Urgot and not going Crab Got, High Noon, or Pajama, bro.
Does he just have base skin? Is that what he's doing?
Nah,
That's Butcher.
yeah,
Oh,
Butcher.
Butcher. Okay,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
got
sure.
a hat on. Hold your horses. It's not base skin. He's got a hat on, bro.
I didn't even see the difference.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, TJ. I love you too.
Oof.
It's so sad. But, nothing quite. Wait a minute. That Belveth is farming wolves. Give me wolves. Interesting.
Oh, she's already made it, yeah.
She's already invaded here. The Canyon Special. Going for the enemy wolves super early, just taking that whole blue side. There, Lily's going to wake up to a very rude awakening when she makes it up to that top lane there. But Senna Rammus has push.
I
boy.
never thought I'd see the day.
I never thought I'd see the day that Senna Rammus is pushing into MF Braum, but we're here. And of course, the Rumble champion doing the thing that if Burger Flip's gonna land though, and Smoothie actually gonna find that he can make that trade positive for him, but of course he has mana and someone else doesn't. So a little sad that eventually he'll lose. Belveth walking topside though through that Tri-Brush. Lilia spot her out though.
Spotted
Kiddo's
out.
gonna get spotted out. The knockup is available, and that's gonna be the flamethrower onto the salt. Both top laners trying to race in. That's gonna be first blood for Mindset. Kid go really low. Shump gonna find the knockup onto Urgot. The black shield just a little late, not gonna be able to get him out, and that might be. Oh my god, the pot just enough, and he's just fast enough. The shield gonna be enough. And the Urgot makes it out alive.
Wow.
Not even close.
The amount of flashes I just watched in the span of about 3 seconds blew my mind. But, 1 for 1. I think the first blood went over to NRO, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. So a little bit of
The Rumble.
trade, but
So sad.
Urgot at least got the kill back, so it shouldn't be too much of a disparity up in that top lane.
Let me call out a couple of our captains in the chat. Critter and Pharaoh not having their subs on for the channel. Come on now.
Burger Flip though. Wait, Rumble hasn't backed yet. He's caught on
That's
no
his
man's land. The
death.
Burger Flip's just killing him. The Butcher Urgot proving that he may be an F tier skin, but is not an F tier champion though. As the 1 for 1 in the bot lane there, the Braum Pass is going to be catching out the Lilia, and that's going to be Rammus being locked down once again by the Braum. And there's the Braum Ash catching up the flash Q from Braum. And the Frostbite? I don't remember. It's something Frost on one of those champions.
yeah,
I got it right on
definitely Frost.
someone. Someone. I got it right.
Oh,
The
good
Vine's going to be
Q.
found onto... Oh, wait. Where did it go? Did it get blocked by Braum Shield? It did. I did not know that.
Wow. Is that how that works?
But no, it can't
Apparently.
block W.
I don't think-
I think it was
it-
on cooldown.
think
and he
cooldown.
used it later.
He made the animation and it like did the block. Whatever. Maybe he did. I no longer pay for Amazon Prime Mini since they no longer have Elite Prime rewards. True.
Well, you could always use $5.
You're talking about Ramus killing Belveth? No, that's normal.
Yeah,
It's
that was
okay.
just sad watching that Belveth just kill herself on Rammus during that beginning of that fight. Just classic Rammus things, and I guess the intelligence of the pick.
Yeah,
Does
Rammus
have,
is actually the hardest counter for Belveth because she has the auto attack.
And he does have the Bramble Vest finished out pretty quickly, so maybe cosplaying Gamer Dad. True. Does Gamer Dad use Butcher? I feel like he uses a better skin than that though.
Is that streamer?
Yeah, Gamer Dad. Gamer Dad's a TikTok. He's a grandpa / TikToker. Of course, he is continuing to cosplay Gamer Dad as he is running it down in the top lane due to the jungle roll.
But once again, yeah, Smoothie might be getting sat on just like last game, but he proved it didn't matter. So
Be able to find utility later on, and we'll be able to find that with Urgot ults. But you do want gold a lot more on that champion. So it'll be very interesting to see kind of what he's able to do later on. You can Urgot is one of those champions you can just get the random 2 kills, finish 2 items, and now you're just a champion again. So it'll be interesting to see what he does there. Hell yeah, run it down. As the pilot himself said, run it down. So maybe that happens. Bella finishing up those Void Grubs. I think that gives her Awaken?
The second set do.
The second set do.
do.
Honestly, that's good. The equalizer, though, going to be found the Burger Clip, moving the Belveth out of the way. Not slow enough. The shield eating it all up. Hawkshot going to go top and just watch the Urgot walk out. Dragon falling for the side of FF15. So good cross map awareness there by the Salt.
Yeah, I think argument there is I don't even think Belveth is 6 yet to take the Awaken, so it would be a little bit sad watching that and having to walk away.
Ferris says she has
So
to be
used
level
to it.
6 for true form.
Yeah.
I guess the Rammus just deals more damage to the Ashe once he gets the Bramble, huh?
Yeah, I think the goal is Rammus farms. If Ashe tries to trade on them, you just press W and hope for the best.
So you kind of trade back a little bit, and so it's okay.
It is okay, yes.
It is okay.
I think KB should definitely have the emote going right now.
Should be spamming him right now. Oh, missed the cannon. Minus 60. Is it 60 or is it 50? Can't remember.
It scales over the course of the game. Don't know what it's at right now.
We'll go
Something like
minus
that.
60.
Sounds good.
Minus 60 gold. It's over. It's doomed. FF15's bot lane loses. They miss cannon.
Smoothie
Wow.
might be in trouble.
Interactive. Oh,
Yep.
yes. Goodbye, Mr. Smoothie. Getting burned alive by this Rammus pick. The Ignite just a little too much to deal with. Didn't even... He kind of... Did he... I feel like he mismanaged Heat a little bit there, not getting the full empowered flamethrower, but it's still okay. Able to find the auto Ignite E, so it's fine, says Smoothie. It's okay. Everything will be okay in the end. That's why we picked up the cloth armor.
True.
Oh, yes, countered. Wait, yeah, you do have cloth armor. Wait a minute.
That way Rumble can't hurt me.
Rumble can't hurt me. I got the sweet jacket. Going in once again, though. Lily forced to flash out, finding herself in a little bit of a pickle. I know the cloth armor is for everyone else on the enemy team, but that Rumble's a little scary right now. So
Just a tad. Oh,
just a tad. So you got the wrong code. It's a little
Ash
cold
up is
outside.
wide. Yeah, I saw a bunch more flashes up in that top lane again. I think they all came off cooldown at the same time.
And that's slow. Almost. No, turn off your W. No.
Oh,
Alt's so close.
It is kind
Yeah,
of
once
wild
he-
how much damage Rumble does, even when it's just like speed boost and endurance.
Yeah.
oh, good
It's
E.
locked here, though. Lily gonna try and clean this up. The slow lands, but the sweet spot just enough to take him out. And that turret shot's livable. So that's Lilia finding the kill, not giving the assist to the Urgot,
No
though.
empowered autos.
No, no empowered autos let me cook. Hey, when I was at the table, I burned it. So I'm not allowed to cook either. Maybe we gotta let the chef cook. Maybe he's got it.
It's easier to cook when he lets the rumble Q do more damage.
Ooh, the flash from the Ash to be able to dodge that that Rammus ult. I don't remember what it's called, man. I want to remember what it's called. I actually get cooked a lot in this game, says Covert Panda.
Soaring Slam.
Soaring Slam.
I would
No,
not
not
guess
saying
that.
that.
Whenever he goes in, he can go, I'm soaring.
I hope you picked up on that. Did you pick up that last game, Hailstrom?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm glad someone got it.
Gotta get your references in.
Gotta sneak in. I gotta sneak in a couple.
I had a couple I was gonna call out, but there was too much action.
Yeah, last game was
Voidgrub's
bloody.
still going for NRO in the meantime, while we're just reminiscing about the stories of a High School Musical. Voidgrub's being taken down, Lilia keeping control of the bot side quadrant, taking this dragon, and now we can go back to messing around. So, how's the weather today?
Oh man.
Rainy.
Yeah, same.
We're gonna have to see if KB goes the way of Zach Braff in real life, where he stopped doing High School Musical and got really jacked, or if he's gonna stay High School Musical Zach Braff.
Forever. KB.
I'll have to
Like
judge him at
add
like
up.
20 minutes.
That is just 6 Void Grubs over for NRO. Not to mention, you have now empowered Belveth. So
Wrong Zach. It's a Zach Efron, Mr. Hailstrom.
Rammus up
We'll
front.
commit to. We'll commit to Zach Braff. It's fine. Lilia
I
did
knew
lose
it was Zach.
Cryo Dragon. It was a Zach.
there's only a couple.
Wait, the Morgana ult gonna come out though. That should be a dead Yone, but okay, the ult's allowed to dodge.
Oh my
I was
god, he
so
still
confused what
gets
just happened. I
out?
lost my word, but that's gonna be Asher locking up Vantage for now. Might be able to get no. He's burned. Burned alive. Burned alive. Burn him.
Yeah, that Yone just, I swear he face taked everything. I don't think they really missed too much on him, and he still gets out alive.
No, I think he like dodged the Morgana stun timing, and that's about it.
The ult, but still got,
Yeah.
hit in the face with the Q. Stood there for about 3 seconds
Ooh.
and walked away.
Your guy got to collect up a couple tire plates while Rumble was running, so that's nice for Smoothie.
Is that lethality Urgot?
This? No, he's building towards
No.
Hullbreaker.
Oh, is that what Hullbreaker built out of now?
Yeah, it has that feather item for some reason.
Zach gonna find the Soaring Slam. Whoa!
Oh my god.
So to play. That's. I was gonna say play the music. But it is play the music. Yay! She's gonna land the ult on the Ash, making her fall, but Izzione just completely dumbstruck her out in these trades. He's got the Bork. He's just so fed. The bowling ball slowing him down. Neither of them have ult though. Ult's just not enough though. Wait, he actually landed it, but not enough to execute. And that's gonna be Urgot finding the burger flip, and that's gonna be Urgot taking out Yone.
Big shit
Yeah,
down
that
for
fight was
Smoothie.
so close.
Really well played. Yone comes up
Yeah, it was. I can't believe, I believe that.
the janitor.
Well,
Janitor's
alright.
here.
Mines comes and cleans that one up.
The janitor here to burn everything. We don't clean, we burn.
Yeah, pretty much,
Interesting
out.
decision there. Kidbu flashing onto the Lilia, trying to find some more damage. He's caught in a little bit of a bad spot, and able to just barely get that dash to the wall. Gonna get locked up, but pulling along the lane. Could just die to that burn, but that's the Salt getting burned down once again. Mine's got those empowered autos. Those do so much damage. Has the burn again, still gonna land. Should flash forward there and find the Morgana.
yeah, I don't think the Salt needed to commit for that kill.
We're chilling.
Action all over the
It's
map.
okay.
Oh, it's just.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta feel bad for Excellence. He's coming from the mid lane. They say you're gonna play ADC, and
like
so far he's played an 0-1 and 0 Jinx when everyone else on the team had kills, and then this game he gets a Rammus. Like,
You're gonna go
He's
bot
gonna
lane,
be
you're
out.
gonna like it. They
Kidbu
just-
said he's cooking.
he's cooking.
oh, pulling the old battle
Actually-
strategy.
Such an insane amount of damage from that Rammus though. Holy.
Right.
I want to see
with the Bloodsong.
if Rammus will just take tabbies or if he will go towards those pen boots, because that'll increase his damage from the autos by quite a bit.
Well, so does Tabby, because he gets more armor.
He does. Yeah, it makes sense, but you know, we'll see how much he's actually cooking.
Took it a little too hard there, though. Getting himself caught out in the flash from Covert. Might be able to find it. No, Yone,
that
just one shot there. Not quite gonna fall, and that's gonna be Yone finding the double kill onto the bot lane, but not alone.
Almost really well played.
Almost really well played from Covert, flashing the ult, but not able to get his own ult there out in time to save himself. That is Herald going towards the side of FF15 though.
Smoothie not toggling the W properly to do optimal damage. I am disappointed.
What, the 3-hit? Yeah.
No, it's the 4-hit now. He has Hullbreaker.
Is it 4?
It's if you have
Oh,
Hullbreaker,
yeah,
it's
it
a
is 4.
4-hit.
Wow.
The biggest thing on Urgot is to know how to count.
Yeah, he did crab around the objective.
Fine there. Nah, crabbing is optimal. Don't care. You just crab
It's
walk
way
around
more
it.
fun.
He crab walks around, goes whoop, 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 around it. It's perfectly fine. All right, I've done enough. I've done
Sandwich
enough. That
heavy
one was so
investment
stretched.
pays off for the hungry investor.
Literally just trading. It doesn't matter. Throw it. He's just throwing everything and it's working.
Yeah, Yone now opting for that. It looks like he's going towards that tank build, going for the Blazer and King and then to the Frozen Fist. That was called out? Gauntlet. Yeah, that's probably right.
Both
Yep.
of us asking questions. Getting caught out on the top side though. Mines are able to weather the storm. That's going to be both Senna and Rammus trying to make their way out. The Flash actually going to save this Rammus though, making out just only one die. No Flash blowing from the Rammus in the meantime. Shepard trying to find Smoothie there. The Burger Flip's going to go wide, but that's going to be Urgot finding it perfectly, finding the shutdown onto Yone.
Yeah, this was hashtag calculated. He knew he was going to win that all day of the week, so.
Doesn't even need to turn off to get those optimal autos, according to a certain someone. That is Bentage finding the single kill onto Mind's Desire, though, with a little bit of help. Oh, trade back 1-for-1.
Smoothly just knew if he looks low under tower, Shunpo couldn't resist the dove.
Just looking a
Looking to see
little
right.
too juicy. Dragon Milk coming up in 10 seconds. They are missing Senna ult, Rammus ult, Morgana ult, and Urgot ult for this. So I don't know if you really want to contest this if you're FF15. You could do it anyway, though. Urgot is mid lane here. He's got the Hullbreaker. They should just be able to take this tower. Rammus threatening a little bit of a dive here, but it's a little fake in all honesty. No ults quite yet, so this could be a disastrous fight here for FF15 if they don't play it carefully.
If they burn it quickly before Mines gets there, but he's going to get there. I think the Hextech gates are now online, so he's going to get here a lot quicker than...
Yeah, keep your eyes on this equalizer. It's gonna be big. It's gotta be big. Right now, though, Ram's getting caught up there. They're coming for 1-2, but that's a huge Yone ult onto 4 in the back line, and a follow-up from the side of NRO, able to finish everyone up in the equalizer at the very end. Not quite what I was predicting was going to happen, but nonetheless in favor of the side of NRO.
Yeah, I gotta go back and look at those cooldowns. I think the equalizer came off cooldown right when he threw it. I think it was still from that previous fight. So
Oh yeah.
obviously it would have been ideal to layer that on top of that disgusting Yone ulti, but he did the job. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We don't need that Rumble ulti. just kill them all yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, this game looking a lot like last game. I don't know. Very bloody. Yeah, almost 30 kills in 18 minutes.
Another Hextech Dragon game too.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yeah. Which Ash can definitely NRL can definitely use that a lot better, but see if they can stack them or not.
Yeah, they lined up pretty well for that Yone ult, though. That was kind of worrying to see. I'm kind of worried how they're going to play these later fights as we watch KB Jelly farm that mid lane without even touching them. Kind of worried to see how they play these late game fights with the Yone this fed and with the Rumble this fed. It's going to be really scary, but they did it last game. Maybe they'll be able to find it again. The Root's going to go wide, though, and Mind's Desire just burns the Senna there. Kipu gonna find the evolve though, not finding the Salt, forced to flash to get out though.
TP
from Urgot though in the way, gonna put this Bel'Veth though not quite dying there. We're on a flank though, finding Rumble instead, a double kill onto the Bel'Veth. Excellence, killing himself to KB Jelly, wandering around, and that's Yone getting burger flipped by the Urgot though, and taunted by Rammus. Rammus securing the double kill with the BM kill onto Ashe as well.
Yeah, this is 3 separate fights.
KB MVP for just getting outed.
That was so sad.
I know that's what Rammus is supposed to do, but I just feel bad every single time I see it.
It's so sad. It like, as the Rammus, it feels so good. Everything's coming together. You know, builds online. You got the Tabis. You take no damage. You got the chain vest, or the not chain vest, Thornmail. So you do more damage to them than they do to you. You press W, and then you see 800 armor, and you're chilling.
Yeah, well, I think once again, NRO had the lead. They took some weird fights there in that jungle I don't think they needed to take. They were kind of split off from each other and got picked off one by one, and then that just ends up being the dragon, and we see FFFF15 ends up coming back again.
And another really bloody game with just like fighting back and forth, but despite all the kills staying very even gold-wise.
Yeah, and for the most part, they're on the same people we saw from last game. Mind's Desire, 10-4-1 on that Rumble, and then Shumpo, 6-3-2 on that Ione.
Right.
But hasn't mattered.
What does suffer in these bloody games is farm. And
True.
We got at least 7.5 here on both Rumble and Yone, but not looking too good elsewhere. I guess the junglers are doing pretty good, but that's just jungle. We don't care about jungle CS. Jungle CS doesn't matter.
True.
And the Rammus kept up with the Ashe, and I say, for his perspective, that's a win.
Rammus is chilling.
Senna farm.
Senna farm. Senna farm, Senna's trolling, guys. Gonna get caught out there by the root there, and the outplay button has been pressed, and Yone has been taken down though in the pick. Jarzi gonna be laying onto 2 there. Finding it, the Soaring Sky gonna slow down this Braum and Bel'Veth there, both falling to the meatball that's just running around the bot side of the map right now.
And yeah, they just keep taking these fights, and yeah, Shumpo getting picked off there, not great for him. There's just no way to get away from that point and click taunt. It's just, you know, finish yourself off, or
you got outplayed, buddy.
Yeah.
Parry this casual E button. It's okay.
Like, they should be able to get this inhib here. Let's see if they push forward, and then it's going to back up for this dragon.
They should be resetting using some of that gold that they found. In a very similar scenario to what we saw at last dragon, they're lacking some key ultimates, but this time at least Urgot and Rammus should be up in time for the fight that's going to happen around here. Importantly though, Ashe ult, the arrow, and Braum ult are down, and that's the 2 key peel tools that NRO has been using for this entire game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty much up to Yone to find a good angle here and layer that Rumble ulti over top, and that's how they're going to have to win this fight. They may just give this one, since they're already up 2-1. Yeah, it looks like they're going to just give this one.
Might try and find some exit frags here, though. Eyeing around here on Vision, not quite yet, though. The slow on the benches is going to be found chunked by this Rumble, though. The Equalizer going to find a little bit of chip damage. Yone going to find no one with his ult either. So no fate sealed quite yet. Burgerfoot, though, going to be taken down by KB, Jelly, and Urgot, though. And now looking for this ring gauge at 15. He's going to try and find the Soaring Skies, the slow onto Ashe. The Ghost's going to be able to keep her out. The stun from Bomb not quite finishing up. There we go. Going to be enough kill to get out, but still a loss for the side of Knight Real. Is actually, they're continuing this fight. Gonna be the Braum ult though. KB Jelly on the backside getting solo boloed by the mines though. Shutdown claimed by this Rumble though, getting stronger.
Hashtag burger flip. KB fought the person who won't auto attack him to death.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he goes after the one person on that team that he can't beat.
No MR build.
It was a Chad
It's
move.
okay, guys. I got this. Rumble does have hands. He's got two tiny little hands, but he's got hands. Fucking World Champions. Just hate
They
them.
are everywhere.
Just hate them. They're in like every game, Ben. Why? Poppy, Rumble, Lulu, Poppy, Rumble, Lulu, Poppy, Rumble, Lulu. Just cycling. Like, ooh, what do you want to play? What do you want to play against? You want to play against Rumble? You want to play against Lulu Zeri? You want to play against Poppy Jungle? Which build will the Poppy Jungle go? One of the 15 million ones that exist? Sure.
Yeah, that is.
Felt like having fun playing against World Champions forever now.
You just keep finding KB in solo queue, clearly.
Yeah,
I just find all the different KB ults. Just the 15 million of them all playing different Yordle champions just to fuck me over.
I can see KB with like 12 monitors trying to play 12 games at once.
All Poppy. The Equalizer though, fighting KB Jelly though, still no MR picked up, so he's gonna fall to Mines there, chasing Mines and Kidbu chasing down Covert there, flashes from Kidbu didn't be able to secure it. Baron up in 48 seconds, so this is pretty important. They did burn the Rammus ult in that. He might have it back in time, I'm not really sure. On the cooldown in all honesty. Most likely we'll have it up again though, so not the end of the world if you're FF15. You know, you did burn the Selnet flash, so
Yeah,
terrible.
at this map, so the Baron is going to be up in about 25 seconds, so as long as he doesn't die here.
That's forced the Urgot TP.
Yep.
Yeah, Urgot TB's pretty huge here. I'm not 100% sold on why it was needed, but it's okay. I guess he's here to answer the Yone now, here to answer the call. F15 still keeping their mid lane tower. Belva sitting on the flank there, waiting for that Black Shield to land there, forcing the flash for Vintage. Smoothie getting ganged up now by the Yone and Rumble. Gonna be just burned alive by this Rumble.
He's cooking.
Yeah,
Cooking.
doesn't have TP there. I would have liked to see 415 at least jump on this Baron and try to get the other three to commit onto them. But they were just a little bit late, and now Yone's got the TP down.
Flash forward though by the Braum. Gonna try and find this knockup. Yone's still rooted though.
Wow.
Being caught. Rumble's here finally though with that equalizer there. Getting choked out by the Morgana. Still pretty low. F15 still trying to find some angle that's going to work. NRO though, this Ashe chasing down Vintage. Vintage is going to be forced to ult there, falling to the Ashe, and that's a shutdown claim for the 2, 3, and 11 Ashe.
Yeah, Vintage he doesn't miss, but unfortunately the rest of the team is just not there to follow up on those.
Covert getting caught up by Yone.
Huge.
Oh, the heal.
Heal gonna save him.
See if they start up this Baron or not. They are fairly low. Good for them not to make the same mistake they did last game, trying to start that Baron too low. So they're going to get those resets in, take another fight, play it slow. You sort of have a lead. No, you don't. It's like dead even right now. Wow.
Most of that gold, if we can see gold here just before the objective goes up, pretty sure it's on that Rumble just a bit. A little bit of...
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's right where mines like to be.
just a tad. You know, only one item ahead. Okay.
Yeah, since he
At
does have that
28
zone,
minutes.
yes.
Dear Lord, it's 20 minutes now for items.
That is, yeah, we're already at 45 kills. This is an insane pace.
Oh, Asher are going to be found on the Lilia here, though. The Black Shield. Going to be no counter engage, but no Black Shield for the future. The Salt going to flash and find some sort of sleep. Rammus going to ult and just keep everyone locked up, but the Salt's getting burned alive by this Rammus. And Yone going to fall in the meantime to Vintage. The Urgot finding the fear onto Ashe. Going to find a burger flip too, and in the meantime, hit a little bit of a trick shot onto Braum during the burger flip, and just ace for FF15.
Yeah, that was a huge flank by Smoothie. Once again, you know, different champion, same result. He's able to get that flank. I don't know if he TP'd mid or he just came for mid. They didn't have vision of him, but he got the wraparound, landed the great ult onto Mines for the shutdown, and then was able to finish off the rest of them in the back line. So,
Crabbing around.
just crabbing around, crab walking around.
It's Rammus Sorin there as current days stack up.
Stuck. He's missing a piece. Come on. There we go. Figured it out.
Yeah, Baron can be rude sometimes when you try to walk around.
I have that crab walk muscle memory. I love Urgot. Urgot's so fun to play.
Well, we know Smoothie's got to work on it since he doesn't want to do the toggle.
Be okay though. Big fight for FF15 found with that ace. They just reasserted themselves in the lead there, kind of easing some of our worries that we've been seeing with this Rumble getting so fed, and that Yone finding that quadra, that kind of 4-man ult there. Ash ult found Rammus here, the equalizer, going to take him below the stun use while still in the equalizer, who's just going to burn alive and be claimed by this Bel'Veth. So no fight possible for FF15 anymore.
Yeah, I do not blame Mind's Desire one bit, just layering that ulti onto the Rammus. That's about the only ability that's going to be able to do damage to him, so might as well burn it now.
Yeah, that you
Guarantee
want to
that
be
kill.
enraged to deal with, too.
Yeah.
That taunt's so scary. Ult's already
said-
half up again.
He said if I don't kill you now, my team will kill themselves.
Exactly. Excellence proved that once.
Vintage Fishing Croak's going to be forced to Black Shield. Getting burnt out. Oh, the stun finally going to land a good time from Kid Buu there. Using, I think it's Unrelenting Assault to be able to take down Morgana, though. Burger Flip not going to quite land, but the Grinder going to find this Yone. And fight's continuing as Lilia now trying to peel her way out of this meatball that's kind of formed of the NRO players. Rammus gonna try and find some little play onto the Ashe. Spell immune on that arrow though, taking out the Ashe. A solo kill, kind of, from this Rammus. Solo kill, other than, you know, he had 2 teammates helping. Onto the Ashe, and that's gonna be a triple kill for the side of FF15.
Yeah, every time I feel like I know who's going to win this game, there's a fight and it goes the opposite way, and we're back to square one. So, 4-15 looks like they're going to take it down this mid lane and try to get one of these inhibs. I don't think they have enough to end. They might get a try here. No?
Tried. They got the wave behind. Looks like they're just going to try and pick up this bot lane inhib. In the meantime, respawn time is still a little too long for NRO to deal with. I was finding this poke on a KBW that was so low. Yone might be looking for someone to get. She did burn the all-important death mark ability, so he can't go in for a free quite yet. Kid Buu looking for a little bit of a flank. Rammus sniffing it out. Just forcing Kid Buu to walk back though. Boot onto I don't even know who, but Mind's Desire running forward, flash forward. The equalizer becomes he's just gonna get popped onto the table just for a second. The shield's gonna force the overheat though, not finding a kill. Actually finding the burn onto Senna, and that's gonna be Ashe just free hitting in the backline though, taking out FF15. As you said earlier, another swing.
Another swing, yeah. I'm gonna layer down some question mark things on the Mind's Desire flash in, but he ended up setting up for the rest of the team, so it ended up being a positive trade. But that was a huge shutdown. I didn't see. Did you see who that shutdown went down on?
No.
No, I didn't either. I think it was a max shutdown. So whoever got it is in a good shape right now. But I mean, the kills still even. 4-15, only up 2k gold. Looks like. Yep, 2.5. Which
At this point, it's dead even.
it's basically it's dead even items wise, and looks like most people are approaching that 3rd or 4th item. And these fights are just ever so close, and they're never ending.
FF15 trying to deny the soul for NRO. Rammus forced to just kind of ball around right now in the jungle pit. It's really spotted, trying to flank again, getting poked out by this Rammus. FF15 has control of the pit right now. They're keeping this space, threatening it with the Rammus. And Rammus going to be finding that engage, though, locking them down. This Yone is just, this Bel'Veth, my bad, is just getting absolutely destroyed, and some people died over there on the right. Didn't even get to see them last for long enough, as that's just a complete ace for the side of FF15. Only losing the jungler. No one important has been lost.
Yeah, calling out the Salt right there. I think he may have gotten a 4-man ulti there on that
5-man,
Lilia.
he says.
Was it a 5-man?
He said
That
5-man.
was insane. great engaged, set it up for the rest of his team. There's just nothing you can do at that point. You have to
one down,
stand there.
force leave, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, well.
Covert and the Assault competing to see who gets the brownie points here, but that is FF15 securing the series against NRO for week 1.
Yeah, wow. Once again, you guys brought it back. It looked doomed there from the beginning, but a little less doomed than last game, but you still brought it back, and you were some good flanks, and yeah.
I really love your guys' team fighting. That's going to be quite scary if I ever have to face it, so very... No one important, Roger that. Exactly. No one important in the Assault. No one important died. You landed everything, so you're fine. 24% of community had faith. Yeah, the faithful were rewarded. We didn't do bets, did we? Oh, we forgot to do bets.
I generally don't do bets in replays because a lot of people just kind of know
the result.
Sad days.
I will say,
you gotta show up for the live games for the bets.
If only we didn't know.
Your Morgana is getting banned on Sunday, so you can go ahead and practice another champion.
Yeah, I'm not quite agreeing with this Morgana just being gifted over so often. Really great gameplay by Smoothie, and just in general, the whole board from FF15.
Yeah, definitely a little bit different of a playstyle this time. Not having to play through Covert this time, playing through that top side of the map, but they were able to get it done either way. So it's really scary when you can see a team that can kind of play two different styles, two different angles of the map, and still come out on top.
A little sad that mines couldn't really pull out with the carry. Rumble does fall off a bit towards the latter half. Your damage doesn't really change that much, so you get to burn down one person, and it just doesn't really matter because everyone else is running at you. So really well played. We loved that 4-man from Yone, but after that, it felt like he kind of just was there. He was a target to be destroyed. So I do hope they kind of figure out why that happened and how that happened. Rumble, Lilia, Yone. Yeah, Yone like had so much damage, but he was kind of just trading so much in sides, and it didn't really turn into a whole lot. He had a lot of great team fights, but it kind of felt like he was invisible towards the end of the game, and it felt like it was slowly transitioning their way over to the Ash carry, and it just didn't quite hit in yet. Regardless, still really well series played from both teams. Both games were deceptively close.
Rumble, Lilia, Yone, Urgot Morg, Senna Ash, Belveth, Ramus, Braum. And I tossed up the MVP vote. Get in your votes for who you think the MVP was. If they're around and they want to, we can bring them in for a quick post-game interview.
I'm so bad at interview questions.
Yeah, I didn't draft any of those up, but we'll make them up on the fly.
We'll wing it.
We'll wing it, we say.
I don't know who's you guys' MVP if you have to pick one right now.
Mine's KB because he got auto attacked.
we got the funny play. That is a good question.
I think they all just had impact, throughout both games.
First team well balanced.
I don't even know. I don't even know how you could like give a total series MVP, because I feel like game 1 MVP was very much Covert. I think Covert played it really well and found a lot of the key dives, and even when he wasn't really getting kills in team fights, there were multiple like early / mid game team fights that he was just pulling people away to let the weaker teammates kind of do the dirty work while just kind of directing traffic, which was really good to see. But then game 2 was very much the Smoothie and the Salt show, so it's kind of hard to pick a total series MVP.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, Covert was playing that first game so well. I mean, the multiple times where he'd dive into that Kaisa, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? And then suddenly he's alive, he's killed everyone, and they're just pushing it up. And I'm like, oh, that's why I don't play DC. People
are using their recency bias, and we got 3 votes down for Smoothie, 1 for Covert and KB. As it's coming close to the end.
So Smoothie, if you're around, it looks like it's going to be you. If you're around, hop into some channel. We can pick you up.
I see him.
You see him? Sweet. Yeah. We'll make up some interview questions for you and figure it out. Gotta give it a Salt. Little too late, and you didn't even vote, Mr. Pharaoh, so...
Wait, isn't that your captain?
That is my captain.
Oh, no.
It's fine. I've been franchise tagged.
What
Okay.
up, Smoothie?
Just
Hello.
joking. Hello, Mr. Smoothie.
What's going on?
Congrats
Do
on
you
the
remember
This
the
is
game
where
from
the cool
Sunday?
kids hang out.
Sometimes.
all the cool kids. So, how did you feel about your games?
Well, Salt really did not have fun game 1.
Looked like he had fun.
Not the 25-minute chain transformation.
Yeah, game 1 it was all covert. I was there to enable. With the Zach.
Mhm.
I think our early game is pretty weak, but we have pretty good team fighting, so
Sometimes
that's
that's
the one
all
thing
you
that we
need.
can rely on.
I'm gonna need you when you play Urgot in the future to practice on your W toggles.
Uh,
It's too much work.
maybe.
Honestly, yeah. At least do it on towers.
Yeah, at least the towers.
At least
What?
the towers. It
Was I
actually
not- wa-
pushes so fast.
Was I not doing it on towers? I thought it was.
No.
See no evil.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it's not really about these games, but tell me about this J4 pick you've been playing. I know you pulled
Yeah.
bans both times, but I want to know kind of what your thought is on that.
I mean, if anyone saw in-houses last night, I had a pop-up game, went 19-3.
Oh, dang, wow. Okay.
End of game became unkillable Jarvan.
Nice.
So make sure you ban it.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone well,
No shame, no hiding. Just
don't
no.
worry, I'm just writing down my notes for Sunday.
If you look at my account, you look at my solo queue, you see it's all Jarvan. So
There you go.
Did notice that.
yeah, I mean,
Just a few games.
yeah, I think at one point I climbed to like top 400 Jarvan North America, which isn't that great, but something. Overall, I mean, so with our team, the one thing I'll say is we're very calm, cool, and collected. We don't really get tilted, and if we get behind, we never feel like we're out. So I think we all just kind of bring just good vibes, and yeah,
I
we're
was gonna
just
say,
Oh yeah, for
how's
sure.
the chemistry as far as like you guys practice a lot or not at all? Or you
So
played
we had a
together
scrim
before?
against HYG the first week. We lost fairly hard game 1, but then came back and won game 2 and 3. We're supposed to practice tonight, but KB unfortunately got called away. Had to go watch a movie, so we
Dude.
couldn't practice tonight.
Life diff.
And but yeah, I know we're looking forward to Sunday.
Oh yeah, like I said,
Sounds
I've been
good. You
taking
get to
notes
go
this
up against
whole
the
time.
Mamba Bros. Wanna talk any smack to Ev about real quick?
I mean, I like everybody in your team, so I'm not going to say too much.
Yeah, same. I got nothing.
The smack talk coming out.
Oh shit! No, I think it's going to be a good series.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely, Gragas is getting banned.
Really? You're gonna take it away from me in the mid lane?
Absolutely, I'm taking away the Gragas from you. And
I'm
then I don't
sure.
know. It's hard. I don't know. Do we just ban the green champions from casual or?
Just start down the list of junglers and just start banning them.
Let's see. Ivern, Shaco, Zach.
That's not green. One of
I
those
mean,
isn't green.
It's a clown. So.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Smoothie. Congrats on the MVP, and we will catch you next time.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank everyone for watching. Thank you, Halfling Evbot, for the cast. If anyone still has a Prime or wants to toss a sub our way, we still appreciate it. It goes towards our prizes at the end of the season, and you'll get at least 30 days of love. All right, we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.